Hey everybody, sir.
This is Glenda.
We are D&D Miniature and Board Games, and we're going to show you a two-player version of Cactus Town. Newest game coming out on Kickstarter by Second Gate Games.
Stay tuned.
So, Cactus Town. We have a prototype currently that you can play anywhere from 2 to 4 players.
Peaceful little Cactus Town is about to be ransacked by a marauding gang of bandits roaming the Wild West.
So you've probably already seen the 3-player game, but we thought while we were practicing this, we did play a 2-player lot, so we figured we'd film one. I will be playing Outlaws. Glenda?
I'm the sheriff.
I shot the sheriff.
But I swear it was the
deputy. Alright, that's enough saying from us.
Cactus Town.
So, first thing we do is we set up the board. We have the sheriff's office right in the center. And you are going to set this up so it's basically a 5x5.
Five by 5. So those cards that has the question mark, what do we call that? Cards. That's your target, alright?
Why would you ask something if you don't know what it's called?
No, because you're the one going to explain.
I'm just setting up the board. I wasn't going to say a thing about that.
Oh, it's going to be a secret all the way. Okay, we gotcha.
So what we've done is we've set up a 5x5 grid with the locations with the sheriff's office in the center. Now, per the setup with a 2-player game, you would put your sheriff and the deputies on the sheriff's office.
You're waiting for me to put it?
Yeah, I motioned.
See, these are all like, we don't talk about things. And he thought just by looking at me like that, I will understand it. There you go.
Now, the outlaws are going to come out, but they're going to go on certain locations. So as I put them out, I'll flip that card.
And what is that card? It's the location cards. The bank, the barber shop, and the blacksmith. Ooh.
Now, as the outlaws, I have to draw 4 of these cards. I don't show them to the other player, but I do have to make sure right off the bat that I'm not sitting on any of them. And if I am, then I automatically have to discard one of them, which I had the bank. So I'm going to discard that off. Take another one. Still making sure I don't have any of them. Okay. So, I now have my 4 cards. And these are the locations that I have to go to try and plunder. Now, as the outlaw, I have to plunder 2. And Glenda has to try and get 2 of my outlaws before I can do it.
2 of the outlaws, yeah. So we're going to stop them from plundering and getting out of the board. So that's my role.
So I do have the first player token. Now this is where it gets kind of interesting. This is what they call reverse asymmetrical.
Yes, reverse asymmetrical.
So as you're setting up your deck for the actions, you got to kind of think about what's going to come first so you don't set it up incorrectly.
So basically what you're saying is those cards are the action cards that we need to follow. Right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so you being the first player,
you would
I
get to go
get
first.
to
I go
go
last.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, remember, you'll notice that we had 4 cards, but we only used 3. That comes in really handy during the duel phase, which we'll explain to you because we will get to that pretty quickly.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Start the game.
Guess you're gonna run.
I'm gonna run. As I run, the 3 of my characters, we can move 1 space each. 1, 2, and resulting of that, we have to flip the cards where they landed. Carpenter, Prof's home, and
Infirmary.
infirmary. Now Eric's looking at his cards.
To see if those are any of my
Yes.
locations. So, my first card is I'm gonna run.
And does it have the same result? You run, you open. Okay. You run, you open. Or flip.
And I'm gonna look.
And being the sheriff, I can run, I can duel, and I can sneak.
But
In
with the
this
sheriff's card, you
case,
can only do it unlike the...
just one
right.
character. Yes, so, let's see. One character that I will use to sneak is this guy.
So I'm going to go ahead because I'm actually at the
Wow,
stables.
that was real fast.
I am going to use my outlaw card. I can plunder. I can either recover, plunder, or sneak. So I'm going to plunder the stables.
Okay, is this the one? Okay, hang on for a second. That's you. Oh, that's me. Duh. I sneak. We all sneak, right?
Yes.
All the characters sneak, sneak, sneak.
Well, if you want, I can sneak. I mean, oh.
Ah, nah. I sneak. You know what I forgot? I can. That's you.
Yeah, that would be me.
That's me. Can I go in the same place as sneaking? No, right?
Yes, you can go in the
Because
same place I'm in.
Yeah.
You just can't go in the same place your characters.
Oh yeah, same character.
And we have a duel!
This is where it gets bad, because I cannot roll.
So with a duel, we have 2 characters here. One of her deputies, one of my outlaws.
Because we're in the same building.
So we are going to roll a dice. Highest roll wins, but if there's a tie, then I would win because I caused the duel.
1, 2, 3. Like I said, I cannot roll.
Now, the cool thing with outlaws, unlike getting stunned, which is if the sheriff was to shoot me, my character would be laid down. Well, with a duel, with an outlaw, I actually push her character back.
Unless I use my card.
Go ahead, use your card.
But if you who called for duel, you did. Okay, so
I
it's
would
still
win
gonna be
anyways.
right,
I mean,
right,
the
right,
most
that's
you
right.
could get is, 5 if you had your sheriff
That's
card
right.
still. So, this character is going to get pushed back 3.
And in what direction, Eric?
Horizontally. Eat that word. Alright. So,
Say that.
that's the end of that one. Glenda becomes first player this turn.
I'm the Cactus girl, first player.
I'm not going to give her my outlaw cards because that makes no sense.
Because it's not his. Okay. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me think, because you know who gets to play first. You do this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget. Can't remember.
Because I shot the sheriff.
Sure,
The deputy.
Okay.
Do you want to put it over here maybe, or?
You know, this involves thinking what he's gonna do and what I'm gonna do next, depending. But you know, we don't know what he's gonna do and what I'm gonna do, so we're guessing.
All right. So obviously, I'm going to run, and he's going off the board.
Oh, because that has the thing already.
Mm-hmm.
So you already made your first goal.
That's my first, and he's going to run here.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna sneak.
Thinking of sneak you.
I am sneaking. Sneaking, but you know the direction has to be. Well, it doesn't matter. This is open.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care. I'm gonna go there. And then I am going to seek. And you shall find. And closer to him too.
Okay. Duel! Oh.
I'm gonna find me another. I cannot roll. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this rolls. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Really? Right off the table? Can you try and keep it in view of the people at home?
I gotta win. This is just like made so bad.
Well, are you going to utilize your card?
No.
3. Okay. My turn? Oh no, it's your turn.
No, Eric wants everything his turn. I cannot roll. This is terrible.
There will be no duel today. So, my outlaw is going to plunder the prison.
And he won! Oh, not yet.
Well, I gotta get off the board.
Okay, and I can go to you again. And I cannot win a duel. In real life, folks, I'm already dead.
There's no pushback.
There's no push. One time, you were dead. Who gets to go first? You. Oh, me. It's me, darn.
No.
No, you go first here.
I went, you went, now I will.
See, so you're first here.
Mm-hmm.
I shot the sheriff. But I swear it was the deputy.
We're gonna duel!
Okay, this is my third life. That probably I'm gonna lose again. I'm gonna try a red die. Stunned.
She won the duel.
The duel, he's stunned right now.
And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run.
Oh. That's it.
Now, normally, when we played this, all these, except for like 1 or 2, have been turned over. This is actually the quickest game we have ever played.
He got lucky. Because folks, when we played, he almost opened everything before the card that he was looking for, showed up.
I'm going to tell you, I was surprised. When I moved the very first time, two of my 4 came up. Yeah.
And I know you're not here earlier, because that's why I'm trying to chase you there, but hey, like I said, if this is a real duel, I'm already dead.
Because I won 2 of the 3 duels.
But that's how nice and simple and quick game this is.
And actually, the 2-player, we've been playing 2-player all afternoon, and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Exactly.
And with the, it's 24 locations other than Sheriff's Office.
Correct.
Sheriff's Office makes 25.
Locations.
But with the 24 different locations randomly being put out, and if you're the outlaw like I have been, you get 4 of these. It's actually, it randomizes it quite a bit.
It does. It did. It did all the times that we played. And again, you have the other characters too that will come into play, and that will change the whole dynamic of the game.
Now there's also, like if you'll notice at the top here, you got the cactus here. There is another part of the game where you can actually have the cactus off to the side, and the first time the cactus comes on, it goes onto the board, and that actually progressively blocks anyone from using that square. And as things go, the cactus moves around. There's also a gunslinger version that, as cards flip over, I believe you get tokens for different locations.
Yeah, there's a variety of ways to play this. It's not just, how simple. It just happened that this game that we played, it's really fast because when you flip the cards, that's the location, the target location. It's right there.
But you got to see everything. You got to see run. You got to see somewhat how the sheriff and outlaw cards work. You got to see duel 3 times.
And the effect of the duel. So
right.
I lose. He pushes me. I won. I stun him.
And then my token lays down. Now, with the stunned, if I wasn't as close as I was, what I could have done was used my outlaw card first, which is probably what I would have done somewhere in there.
But see,
and it could have stood right back up before.
But that's the beauty of this. You don't know what
you don't know what order.
You are just gonna anticipate what he's gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna anticipate based on what we have. What card makes sense to put out and put on the side. Just like me, I cannot roll, so I have to have something all the time as a backup. But then will I be using it? We don't know.
Well, then there's also having to plan it too.
That's
You're
what I said.
having to plan it in reverse.
Correct. So it's easy to, like Eric did that to me earlier, to say something and I just lost my thought of what I'm actually trying to do. Because you stock it up the other way around. But hey, it is really a really fun game.
And honestly, folks, that is the quickest game we have ever played. It's just so weird. The cards came up as they did.
It's very random. You don't know what you're gonna get, and like I said, that was the quickest one. Because earlier we were playing for a while because I've been chasing him the whole time, and he's running away from me.
But the one thing we found
you can't get your cards.
The one thing we have found with the outlaws and the sheriffs and deputies, it's evenly matched. We have seen both sides win.
Yeah, that's what we learned from this game. They have the weakness and the strength, and they make it kind of even. So you're not going to get frustrated and like, he's so much stronger, and yeah. Yep.
But hopefully you've already watched the 3-player game. This is the 2-player game, and we've really just videoed this.
Just to show.
Just to show the 2-player, and so that you got more of a opportunity to see how the game plays. We'd like to thank Daniel and Second Gate Games for sending us this prototype to do the playthrough for their Kickstarter. And, we are Second Gate Games fans.
Yes.
I mean, we love Besiege, we love Monsterlands, and equally Cactus Town. I'm liking it.
And it's, again, different from all the other games that we have played from Second Gate. Because, we're not saying a lot of, game developer, sometimes they have the same theme on their games, and this is totally different. So, that's why we like it.
As always, folks, support your local gaming. We support
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Game on, everybody.
Game on.